Sup, dudes? We're your hosts this week. I'm Jake.
You're stupid. Why would you open it with that? Hey,
I'll start
I,
over.
no. I love it. Keep it. I'm I'm Chad.
This week, we're sponsored by Ray's Energy Drinks.
We're also sponsored by Crybaby Craig's Hot Sauce.
This week, we will be talking about the new Halo TV series on Paramount Plus. Oh, I'm going to add that sound later. Don't you worry. I'm just too deaf to do it right now.
We're also going to talk about we got Morbius coming up and the review that's already come back, the Moon Knight series, Sonic 2, and a deleted scene from the Batman. So hold on. Nicole, you listening? Let's get into, or that being said, let's get into it. This is the All Things Nerd podcast.
Nerd. Welcome back, nerds, to the All Things Nerd podcast, your weekly dive into all things nerd. So, dude, Jake, how's your week been?
Pretty cool. Nicole and I close on a house on Thursday.
That's awesome. I'm super
It is
stoked
awesome.
about it.
And it's closer to you, so we'll be able to do these in person again. Not all the time, but sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
more often than twice a year.
Yeah. For those of you watching on YouTube, unplanned, but Chad and I both got haircuts. You may have noticed. That's the thing. Yeah, I don't know. How about you, dude?
Sorry, we talked about the word dude so much off camera that now it's just funny. I mean, this week has been, fine. I mean, I got a haircut. I just been kind of hanging out. I have officially taken your recommendation and a recommendation of a few others, and got myself back out on that Tinder game. Tinder online dating bullshit. It's a thing. I guess, it's there.
Good job, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, don't
I
have to go anywhere
I
right
just
now.
don't know anyone out here, so at the
No.
very least, I'll just meet people out here, and if the girl sucks, maybe she's got some cool friends that I can hang out with instead. So there's that.
Yeah. Just do group hangs.
Group hangs. That's actually a setting on Tinder and Bumble, because I'm on both.
Jesus Christ. Wow.
You can just be like, just looking for friends. I haven't done that yet, because it's been a while,
Nice.
Not to be gross, but it's been a while. This weather shit sucks, man. I was so excited for warm weather,
Told you.
and then we got hit with second winter.
It's not over, man. We'll probably get one more at least in April too.
Yeah, it's supposed to snow this coming week.
It changed
at
from
least
snow
up
to
from
rain
here.
over here. Yeah.
Oh, it was supposed to rain and then snow, and then it just went to nope, we're just gonna snow.
Yeah.
Fuck your life. Bing bong. What's up, baby? If you guys
shit,
aren't
man.
Gen Z, you're not gonna get that joke. And most of our listeners are not Gen Z, so no one's gonna get it. Yay!
Well,
Should we just move on?
I'm just gonna
Cool.
jump into sponsor one. Sponsor one is Ray's Energy Drinks.
Awkward
It's
turtle.
zero sugar, zero crash, 0 calories. Listen up and we'll tell you more about it.
What's up, nerds? I wanted to take a minute and talk to you about Ray's Energy, an incredible energy drink that provides max energy with 0 crash. Ray's Energy takes a giant leap of faith with instilling a high-quality formula to bring a powerful, yet sustained, energetic experience to help you push your workouts and focus to the next level. Perfect for anyone at any time, and powered by their Refresh formula technology, Raise Energy delivers a performance-enhancing energy drink that aids in multiple different categories that include targeted focus, better recovery time, improved clean energy levels, and a boost in stamina and hydration. But most importantly, every can of Raise Energy has absolutely 0 calories, 0 sugar, and 0 carbohydrates to give you a smarter and healthier option. So don't settle for an energy drink that contains more sugar and carbohydrates than you can count. Instead, head over to repsports.com. That's REPPSPORTS.com and use the promo code NERDPODCAST at checkout for 15% off your order. Or if you don't know what you want, go ahead and click the link that's in the description to get a $50 sample pack for free. All you do is you cover the cost of shipping. Again, make sure you use promo code NERDPODCAST at checkout to let them know that we sent you. All right, guys, it's finally here. We're just going to hop right into this. For some of you, I know myself included, I have been dying for over a decade, for decades. And by that I mean like 20 years. For like a live action Halo show, movie, whatever. This week, the Halo series premiered on Paramount Plus, and let's just say the first episode did not disappoint.
I can second that, because I was reluctant about this show going into it, and I mean, in the first spoiler alert, we'll start there.
Yeah, spoilers ahead.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. All right, you're done.
Yeah, that's enough time.
Literally, I mean, first 5 minutes of the show, like a teenager gets their fucking head blown off, and I was just like, whoa, I was not expecting that. And then a bunch of other teenagers got murdered as well, and I was like, this show's good.
Because of the teenager death, nothing else. No.
Yeah.
Teenagers are the worst. They scare the living shit out of me. All you elder emos got that joke. A lot of you younglings that don't listen did not.
Yeah.
No, but they don't shy away from the violence. Which
no, it's pretty gory, actually.
That was one thing that
I wouldn't say gory. I guess gory.
For the amount of violence, also the fact that they're adapting a first-person shooter video game that was rated M for mature. Yeah. Because of the violence, I would say it's appropriate.
Yeah.
It's not grotesque over the top. They do it well.
Yeah. But there was definitely some limbs being blown off
and shit like that is appropriate.
I liked it.
They don't shy away from the fact that it's a violent story, and they don't tone it down at all. Fucking fantastic. Right off the bat.
Yeah.
And for those of you guys that aren't familiar with the Halo games, this is a prequel to the games. Kind of like The Witcher TV show on Netflix is a prequel to The Witcher games. Same sort of situation, so it kind of takes place at the start of the conflict that creates the game. That's all I'm going to say about it.
Yeah. So if I remember correctly, the first Halo game, when you start out, doing, working your way through it and learning, and they do a little training or whatever, you're running through a broken down, blown up ship. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So leave it in. It's a sneeze. I'm sorry, guys.
Science, bless you. Yeah, but the first game starts where the conflict between humanity and the Covenant, which is the alien races, I guess, is already underway. this is at the start of where the Covenant is making themselves known.
Yeah.
Very. We get to see the planet of Reach. For those of you that played The Fall of Reach or read the books, I mean, that's kind of like a human outpost in space. We also get introduced to like the real UNSC, which is the United Nations Space Command. And it's not the heroes that they're portrayed to be in the
kind of bad guys. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a human organization run by politicians, so yeah,
so bad guys.
Yeah. They're definitely corrupt and willing to work propaganda to to their advantage.
Yes.
And
it's sweet. Basically the Spartans, which are the the people that you are in the game, show up to fight aliens, and they literally murder. Well, the Spartans don't, but the aliens murder basically everybody except for one person, and the Spartans don't really give a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to nerd out on that is the Spartans in the books and in like the story behind the games were developed by the UNSC from a scientist, Halsey, which we actually get to meet in the show, to be like a peacekeeping initiative for rebel human outposts throughout the galaxy. Basically, they're the KGB, but they're all 7 feet tall super soldiers that are enhanced and have incredible tech and over-the-top weapons that look like regular rifles. And we get to see a little bit of that political conflict where like a survivor was found, Kwan Ha. And she's the girl that you see in the trailer. And basically some of the higher ups at the UNSC are like, kill the survivor. Like, we can't have anyone talking about what actually happened.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucked up. Like, there's a definite political dynamic there that is not beneficial to, I don't know.
Yeah. There's also
humanity.
Like prior to them taking Kwan Ha, should I say, can we just say Kwan, or should I say Kwan Ha?
I think at this point in time we've said her full name enough that you could probably say Kwan.
So Master Chief finds like an artifact in the cave, which he touches, and he goes 6 to midnight, and he starts having memories from like his childhood, which he's not supposed to have. They wiped all that to make him what he is.
Yeah.
An asshole.
Not to get super nerdy about it, but the reason is because Halsey in her Spartan program puts in these memory blockers of all the Spartans' childhoods. The reason that they do that is because all these kids that are now Spartans were literally kidnapped by the UNSC. They were kidnapped, trained to be killers. They were augmented and modified, so that they'd be larger than life, 7.5 feet tall.
Wrong.
Yeah, like super soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
The way that the UNSC got away with just kidnapping children, because in the books they kidnapped 75 children for the Spartan program. I believe only 12 end up surviving the augmentation and modifications.
Yeah.
The way that they get away with it is that they pre-selected the children, created clones of the children, took the kids, replaced them with clones, and all the clones basically had some sort of terminal illness.
Why not just use the clones then?
Because the cloning aspect was not perfect. So basically, the clones would die
Die.
within 3 to 5 years after
Sure.
leaving their confined.
Huh.
So basically, they kidnap these kids, replace them with clones, knowing that they're going to die in the next couple of years. And then the families of these kids think nothing of it. They're sad that their kids died, but they're not
But they could
"Oh,
always have more. So
that's super terrible." I'm so glad that that's your actual worldview, Jake. Totally kidding. That's not what he actually believes. He's just making a dumb joke. Funny.
I thought it was funny.
I thought it was funny too.
How dare you call it dumb?
I just want to make sure that we don't get canceled before we get famous.
Anyways,
the show is super great. We also get to see Master Chief take off his helmet, which technically in the games we know he takes off his helmet towards the end of Halo 3, but we never actually see his face. It's Pablo Schreiber. Whatever. It's cool.
Who is in talks to, I just have to mention it. Who is in talks right now with Marvel to be the next Wolverine.
I'm okay with him as an actor. I think he's too tall.
I think, yeah, it's just another Hugh Jack. I love Hugh Jackman, don't get me wrong. Yeah. It's just that same.
But if you're going to replace Hugh Jackman with the next Hugh Jackman, don't.
And he's kind of a little older.
And not to mention, he's Liev Schreiber's brother who played Sabretooth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
But I saw a lot of people were complaining because we see Master Chief without his helmet on in the first episode. They're like, "Oh, that's not right." And I was like, "Yeah, but the Mandalorian exists."
Yeah.
If you wait too long to take his helmet off, because he does in the story. If you wait too long, people are going to be like, "Oh, they're just doing what the Mandalorian did." And it's like, okay, damned if you do, damned if you don't. Right. I thought this episode was great, and I can't wait.
It was awesome.
More.
I was super surprised by it. And then we gotta probably wrap it up a little bit. But he, now that he is, ever since he touches the artifact, his memories are coming back of his family. We already mentioned that. And so when UNSC puts out the kill order on Quan Ha, he basically goes, "Yeah, I'm not going to do that." And he ends up saving her instead, which is fucking cool because they're about to murder him.
They're still trying.
Yeah.
Based on how the episode ends, they send.
Yeah. It's basically how the episode ends is the entire fleet is about to
they
kill
send
him.
A platoon to kill him and Quan.
The only cool thing is that the doctor, even though we know she's a bad guy, Halsey, Dr. Halsey,
immoral.
Yeah, she tells the other 3 Spartans that to kill anybody who tries to kill Master Chief. So they're at the ship that has landed, and they're about to kill all these soldiers who think they're about to kill Master Chief, and then that doesn't happen. But it was tense.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, my butthole's puckered. Something's about to happen.
Yeah, and the episode ends with the ship that they're flying in on, the Pelican. For those of you that actually have played the game that know what we're talking about, the Pelican that they're flying in on to the planet Reach is overrun by the UNSC. They remote control in to make it land and stuff like that. And Master Chief goes back to the artifact because he wants to get more glimpses. He doesn't know how powerful this artifact is, but he touches it again. It basically creates an EMP, wiping out everything around the ship except for the ship that he's on, giving him power, and then him and Quan fly off, and that's how the episode ends.
Yeah.
So good.
It's really good. Go check it out. Obviously, we skipped over a bunch of shit, but
They reference Cortana,
yeah.
stuff like that. But
Just go watch it, especially if you are a gamer or if you're somebody even like I'm not a big gamer, but I fucking know what Halo is. And yeah, go check it out. It was super nostalgic. I loved it. The episode is better than I thought it was going to be.
yeah, it's fantastic.
I'm excited. Yeah.
So, with that
come
being
on.
said,
Yeah.
dude,
Dude.
before we get into some upcoming news, reviews, and talking about the Batman's deleted scene, we should tell you about our second sponsor, which is Crybaby Craig's Hot Sauce. Absolutely delicious hot sauce. Pickled habanero and garlic. Goes on damn near everything. Listen up. We'll be right back with you to talk about some upcoming nerd stuff and latest news. Hey, you nerds. Do you love spice? Supporting small businesses? What about enhancing the flavor of your favorite foods? If you said yes to any of those, our good friends over at Crybaby Craig's have the perfect solution for you. Crybaby Craig's is a pickled habanero and garlic hot sauce that goes perfectly with your favorite foods, adding the perfect amount of spice and enhancing the flavor of everything it touches. Started in Minneapolis by Craig back in 2012, Crybaby Craig's has become a Minneapolis and Minnesota staple in the sauce world. So head over to crybabycraigs.com and order yours today.
Okay, guys. So I've got some good news and some bad news for you. The good news is that Morbius comes out on the 1st. The bad news is that the reviews are in, and apparently it sucks as many dicks as the Venom movies did.
Oh, no.
Which makes sense because the studio that made the Venom movies is pretty good at making movies that suck dicks.
The original Spider-Man movies, the original first two Spider-Man movies, let me rephrase,
okay.
And the Amazing Spider-Man movies were great.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I recant slightly.
But since Marvel has struck up a deal where they're in charge of Spider-Man,
yeah,
which has been fantastic for fans, Sony's like, oh, let's try and like build a separate universe of all of Spider-Man's villains without Spider-Man and make them all good guys.
Yeah.
Sony, fucking stop. Otherwise, Disney will buy you. Did you learn nothing from Fox?
Please let Disney buy you.
Stop!
I want Disney to buy them. Then we can just have good Spider-Man movies.
Or just buy the rights to Spider-Man. Give it back.
They won't do it because they are, and I will back them on this, unfortunately, because I am mad at them. But the Spider-Verse movies, or at least the first one, was fucking solid.
Yeah. Marvel can do something that good, too.
Yeah.
And the only reason that Sony isn't willing to part ways with Spider-Man is because Homecoming, Far From Home, No Way Home,
billion-dollar movies
have been their biggest properties ever. Their highest grossing movies. Want to know why? I'll tell you why.
Done by somebody else.
Marvel fucking did it, and Sony just got to slap their dick juice in part of the opening credits. That's it. I'm sorry. Especially to my mother. I'm sorry for using the word dick juice, Mom.
We're all grown-ups here.
Yeah, especially my mom, because she's clearly older than me. Still sorry. Even the trailer for Morbius, I'm like, this isn't going to be good. I don't know what's going on.
Super bright colors.
But Morbius looks cool, just like Venom looked cool.
Oh, totally. But you can't just put all your eggs in that basket. Like, hey, let's spend all of our money on the CGI and just
You
the
tell
story
that to
could
Michael Bay, you son of a bitch.
You know what? Fuck you. Michael Bay has made some bangers, bro.
Yeah, but he's known for bright, flashy colors and
Yeah.
CGI and explosions.
He likes to blow things up that probably don't blow up in real life.
like Megan Fox. Oh! I stand by what I said. Machine Gun Kelly sucks ass.
Oh, that's good.
I'm sorry. Only I'm not.
Don't be sorry.
I'm not
no.
sorry. I stand by that
I am
statement.
not sorry.
Yeah. Only I'm also not sorry that I'm not sorry. Like, I stand by that statement. Anyways, back to Morbius. The reviews are in, and apparently it's not good.
Yeah. And that's like the critics score.
And that's coming from the same critics that said 90 minutes was enough time for Venom 2. Which wasn't.
Venom 2 was gore. Oh, we don't need to get into that.
We talked about it. Go back and listen. It's not great.
No. On a lighter note, we do have some good Marvel stuff happening this week. We get Moon Knight.
Oh, so good. I hate to cut you off because we kind of mentioned before we started recording that there's some bullshit that's coming to Morbius. And I don't want to circle back to Morbius to talk about some good stuff after that. Supposedly the end credit scene is just a hot mess.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
How can you spoil a bad movie?
No.
Hey, that apple looks rotten. Don't eat it. Yeah, clearly.
I know people who loved the Venom movies.
I tried so hard to justify the Venom movies on this podcast because I love Tom Hardy. Yeah. I thought that Venom looked good. I was wrong.
As long as you can admit it. That's the first step.
Well, when talking about the Venom movies, you don't need 12 steps. You just need the first one of it's not good. I was wrong.
Yeah.
There's supposedly an end credit scene, and we've already seen it in the trailers. Oh, which is also a huge fucking mistake. Like, Sony, stop. In the end credit scene involves Adrian Toomes, Michael Keaton as the Vulture.
Batman.
I'm Batman. Yeah. But it's supposed to be the same Adrian Toomes that we know from Spider-Man Homecoming from the MCU. And when Doctor Strange's spell happened, he got pulled into a different universe, which was not how the spell worked. So that makes no sense. And then he meets Michael Morbius and is like, hey, Spider-Man sucks. And Michael Morbius is like, who? And they're like, let's go find him and fight him. And he's like, yeah, but you're in jail. He's like, yeah, but I didn't do anything in this universe. So he gets out of jail because he didn't do anything in that universe. But somehow he has all of his Vulture equipment from the other universe that just transferred with him, even though it has nothing to do with his consciousness. Yeah. Again, making zero fucking sense. And they're like, let's go find Spider-Man. And Michael Morbius is like, yeah, fuck that guy. Again, making no sense. And then they're going to go fight a Spider-Man that
we're hoping is at least Andrew Garfield, so we get some.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
But Adrian Toomes, Michael Keaton's Vulture, has no beef with this Spider-Man because, nothing fucking happened. He just, hates the dude because he reminds him of his ex.
Yeah. Yeah, it's dumb.
This is not going to be great, guys. We're going to go we're going to go see it.
Moon Knight.
Yeah.
We are going to go see it. But Moon Knight.
Yeah, Moon Knight. Yeah.
Moon Knight. I'm done talking about a shitty movie.
that we haven't seen yet.
That we haven't seen yet. Moon Knight.
Moon Knight.
I'm so excited for Moon Knight.
This is gonna be great.
Ethan Hawke, Oscar Isaac. Yeah, I literally. Oof. And like there was
6 to midnight. Yeah.
yeah.
Don't look out your window.
But yeah, I mean, there's the newest. It's clip, not a trailer, but the clip that I sent you, and they show like Ethan Hawke like basically raising Anubis. I think it's Anubis. I'm pretty sure it's Anubis.
It's either Anubis or a Harry Potter-esque version of a werewolf. And both I'm okay with because both make sense.
I don't think they're gonna do a werewolf because they're doing the Werewolf by Night this October on Disney Plus. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Anubis.
Anubis makes more sense, but also like in some of the press that Oscar Isaac has been doing, he has Werewolf by Night.
Oh really?
Comics framed in the background, and
that would be cool.
So it could be either hinting at Werewolf by Night coming like this fall.
And this is also a huge like segue into Midnight Suns.
Yeah.
Which we've talked about recently in past episodes.
Yeah, because, I mean, in the Eternals, we get introduced to Dane Whitman, the Black Knight. We hear...
Blade.
Mahershala
Ali.
I always fuck up his name, so I'm sorry. Mahershala Ali as Blade. They're both rumored, no confirmations yet, but rumored to like make appearances. There's also a rumor that Mark Ruffalo is supposed to like have an appearance in the show. We'll see. We don't know yet. Nothing has actually been confirmed even behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Like none of these leaks have been confirmed, but
it'd be sweet to see Dane Whitman at least.
Yeah. Or Blade, one or the other.
Yeah.
Because where we last left Dane Whitman was he's not the Black Knight yet. It's Blade being like, "Are you sure you're ready for this?"
Mm-hmm.
So either one of those as a cameo would be fantastic, or if they become like a larger part for the last couple episodes to transition into, you know, like a Midnight Sun. Did I say that right?
Midnight Suns won't happen for a while because you still need Ghost Rider. There's a lot of people that still need to.
But there's also rumors that we're going to get at least a version of Ghost Rider in Multiverse
of Madness. Yeah.
We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is one of the better kept secrets of Marvel when it comes to the shows of who's going to show up.
Mm-hmm.
And that's impressive because they also showed instead of like an episode or two to the critics, they showed them like 60% of the series, and it's all under wraps.
Yeah.
Which probably means that it's gonna be amazing. I mean, all the Disney Plus shows have been great so far, so I'm not worried about it. I'm just excited. And when this episode airs, once you're done listening to this episode, go watch Moon Knight because it'll be out. But listen to us first because, priorities.
Another big thing we want to talk about is the deleted scene from the Batman. Go ahead.
You take it away. I just dominated that entire Moon Knight section.
So. Oh, I don't give a shit. Well, so I get all stuttery. So we get a better look at the Joker, played by Barry Keoghan.
Yep.
We've
been saying his name wrong.
We've been saying it Keegan. It's Keoghan. And I mean, he looks awesome. He's clearly a burn victim, which makes sense since he fell into a vat of acid.
Yeah.
He also has some stuff going on here, like British.
That's a mean way to say that he does not have great teeth.
But then there's something that you sent me where it shows that he steals a paperclip off of the notepad that is given to him by Batman, and so that we think that's probably how he's going to escape Arkham, and maybe we'll see that in the Arkham Knights TV series.
I hope
maybe
so.
Not. Yeah. but he
I
looks,
want more of this Joker.
yeah, he looks awesome. And I also like that they don't like play him off like just like a quirky like psychopath. He's like, you can tell he's like right off the bat he's like clearly intelligent. Like like you said, he throws in a couple of Joker laughs, but for the most part it's just a back and forth conversation,
Yeah.
which I like. Yeah.
And it really starts to develop because even though the scene was deleted, and as much as I would have loved to see the scene in the actual movie, I get it. Like,
Yeah.
this isn't about the Joker. This isn't about the first year of Robert Pattinson's Batman.
2 years.
Well, in the scene, the Joker says, "Oh, coming up on our 1 year anniversary."
Oh, it's probably him putting him in there or something. Yeah.
Basically showing that outside of like petty crime, this is like his probably one of his first like main villains that he's faced. But so they didn't want to take away from the Batman story, and I get it. I would have loved to still see this scene. It was so well done.
Yeah.
But,
And they keep his face pretty blurred out for the most part, but then you do get like one like really clear shot
of his mouth where like it's like twisted into like a permanent smile. You see like the burns on his face, the back of his head where it's like patchy
his
hair.
hands too.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks.
I want.
Yeah.
Give the DC universe to Matt Reeves. He clearly understands the character.
Please, sir. I want some more
pants. Sorry.
Stop doing that. Fuck that show.
I know. I love
that part was funny. That part was funny though.
This scene is fantastic though. It just use it as like, I mean, they're using it as marketing to get more people interested, obviously, but
release it after the movie comes out, get more people to go see it.
Yeah, but also like moving into like the Arkham TV series that we're supposed to get because like the Gotham PD was scrapped.
Yeah,
like they basically took. They're supposed to have like 3 shows that were supposed to come out. They scrapped 2 of them and kind of like combined them.
Yeah.
Supposedly.
Which is good. I don't think they needed that much.
Yeah.
To tell the story that they're trying. You know what I mean? Like it's a little much.
As much as I loved Colin Farrell as the Penguin, like I'm not super stoked for like a Penguin TV show.
Yeah. Yeah. Same with Gordon.
Because Gotham exists.
Yeah.
Like we've seen the rise of the Penguin. Like we'll get it. And I have full faith in Matt Reeves doing these shows, so
yeah.
I want more of this Joker though, like hands down.
Yeah. I mean, and then, last thing is Sonic 2 comes out on the 8th, April 8th, I believe. So I don't know if you saw the first one, guys. It's funny.
It's really good.
It's a kid. I mean, it's a kid movie, but it's hilarious.
They also took a old school Sega game that was a side-scrolling sandbox style game and turned it into a movie that was enjoyable.
Really enjoyable. Yeah.
Because the Prince of Persia movie exists.
That was terrible.
And that was also based off of a Sega side-scrolling.
So, this one wasn't a side-scroll, but fucking... all of those Assassin's Creed, the movie, terrible.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
That was really a disappointment.
Okay, I thought you were about to defend it, and I was like, don't fucking do it, man.
No.
Okay.
It was not good.
That's why I'm a little worried about Uncharted. I still haven't seen it.
I haven't either. I'm really disappointed that I haven't.
Probably just wait for it, I think, at this point, but it's got to be coming out on digital soon-ish.
Yeah, I'd expect. I mean,
the Batman comes out like April 19th already.
Yeah, to HBO Max, and then digital will be like a couple weeks after that, I'm sure.
Still. But anyways, Sonic 2 comes out. Looks awesome. We got Knuckles, we got Tails. Knuckles is voiced by Idris Elba,
Mm.
which is pretty freaking cool. Did you scream yourself?
I did. I didn't even go fully from 6 to midnight until I was like, oh, I need a paper towel.
Just one singular paper towel.
It's been a long time, guys. It's basically just shooting air at this point in time.
It looks fun. There's references to, you know what I noticed in the first one is that they do in the preview for the second one, they reference Vin Diesel and The Rock. But in the first movie, they also reference Vin Diesel. When Sonic drives for the first time, he gets behind the wheel and he's like, I feel just like Vin Diesel. And then in the trailer for the second one, when they're talking about, Tails is telling Sonic about how like Knuckles' species of people had been feuding for centuries or whatever, and he goes, just like Vin Diesel and The Rock.
He also calls him the Winter Soldier, which is hilarious.
Yeah. Oh, great.
And oh my God, I can't remember his first name. Marsden, who plays the cop. James Marsden. Makes a reference to how Sonic can't just like run around being a vigilante like Batman, and he's like Blue Justice, and it like shows him like on a rooftop,
like a building top, yeah.
Hilarious. Like the pop culture references are great. One thing that I do really appreciate also is Jim Carrey's character.
Stole the show. Sorry.
No, absolutely. But
Love
what's
Jim
cool
Carrey.
is that it shows that you don't have to, just because the character originally was like a fat guy, you don't have to take the character that like can embody like the personality and put him in a fat suit. They just let him be thin, give him the mustache, and it works great. Like there's creative freedom in creating these films where it still works, and I think that Sonic is doing it really great. I really enjoy it.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, didn't you just make Nicole watch the first one?
We watched it last night. Yeah, it was good. It's super good
movie.
Yeah,
again,
that's fun. Anyways, go check it out.
That's all we have for you. It's so fun.
That's all we have for you as far as like upcoming news and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's over like the next like week or two, and we'll talk more about it as they actually come out. But
yeah, because we'll be watching them.
Yeah, and giving you our actual opinions on how everything goes for the All Things Nerd podcast. Sorry. But yeah, let's go ahead. We're going to go ahead and close out this episode for you guys.
But before we do, there's a few things we want to talk about.
Yeah, like as you guys know, we have our web store up and running. There's a bunch of stuff on it. Go take a look at it because we're in the process of revamping our web store and minimalizing it. So if there's something that you guys want that you see on there, hop on that now, because there's a good chance that a lot of like the not as common items will be gone in the next few weeks. Also, I mean, obviously follow us, like, subscribe on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. We don't have a Twitter, but we do have a TikTok, which in the next couple of months we'll actually start using. Yeah,
we also have some, I don't want to say what it is yet, because nothing's set in stone. We have some exciting stuff coming up. Some exciting guests potentially, and
we hinted at it last week.
Yeah,
but some exciting guests, some cool live streams that we have coming up as well. That will be fun. Well, I mean, we can talk about the live stream. We don't have a date set for it yet, but we're gonna do the Hot Ones challenge, but with vegan chicken nuggets instead of wings.
Yeah.
But if there's questions that you guys want us to answer about our opinions on something, or just about us in general,
or we go back to try to stump us. That was always fun.
Yeah. But send it to us ahead of time so that, we can just like go down the list of great questions, eat a bunch of spicy fake chicken, and it'll be a good time.
It will be.
Once we get a little bit closer, we'll have to wait until Jake and his wonderful girlfriend Nicole, who bullies us, move, so that we can do it in the same room. That way, it's just a little bit more fun. But yeah, start sending your questions in either on DM us on Instagram, Facebook, email us. The links to all that shit is below. Just check it out.
Yeah.
Oh, we love you guys. Thank you for tuning in for yet another week. And Jake, go ahead.
You did it. I did the other one.
Okay, fine. Well, guys, we love you. And this has been the All Things Nerd Podcast.
Cheers.